all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 9. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 36, 30. We're going to 54. 26.
Geis. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Geis His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now it's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Miller. And some room to work. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson with a give to Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Prescott down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're scared. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 24. Check 24. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a run with Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 44, Prescott to the right side to Eric Ebron. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, this is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, kill.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bring it. Bring it.
Now Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you get.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, but he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Check nickel.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Here we go. Line.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
26.
Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy. I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 32-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I'm on.
3rd and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Finches with a catch over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go, D.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, 47.
Check the outs.
Tight dog. Out.
On the ground, Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will shrink to 6. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set. 19.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Prescott. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Switch.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Set. 19. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. Catch is made here. It's the rookie from San Diego State, Kahale Waring. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. 19. I'm coming.
On 1st down. It's Miller, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kahale Waring with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check. We're going to 54. 55. Mark 55. Coming back. Go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Texans 40, Colts 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day.
They'll run with Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, it's Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Wild Bill.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.